Look at that.
Beautiful.
Gorgeous. They're so good together.
Imagine what one B2 would have did.
Right?
What it probably did what 200 B24s would do, right? Easy.
Look at them together, though. I mean, they look great.
You know, I mean, orientation for sure. I think both of us had a little brain fart with the B2 when we were first flying it. But it's just knowing where you're going to be. Right across our face, man.
That's beauty.
Ah.
And they're both very stable.
Hello everybody, welcome back to Motion RC Live for this month of May. It is May 6th, 12 o'clock Eastern, and as you can see, everything changed. Just what 1 month can do so rapidly, which is crazy. A month ago today, nobody had any idea the B2 existed, except very few people, and Mary Boozer's RC was just a YouTube channel, and now everything changed about a month later. So I told you early in the year, everything was going to start changing. This was sort of the build-up. You know, we were in the background trying to get some extra help for content, and then it all worked out well. So I'm so happy to bring on Wesley Miller, who has Lori there as well. As they, again, if you don't know, as you have not seen on our YouTube channel, you've seen more of them. They are now full-time Motion RC employees, helping us get boots on the ground, create content, and overall just have a good time. So Wesley, welcome in, man.
Hey guys, welcome to Motion RC Live. It is so exciting to be here officially. I hope you've enjoyed some of the videos we've been doing here lately on Motion RC, and it is amazing to be here. I mean, this is a dream come true. We got to fly some of our dream airplanes already that we can't wait to do more of, and it's going to be really exciting to see where the future takes us here at Motion RC.
Totally. I'm so excited for it. I was so excited. I've been dying to get some extra help on this end of the, on the company. So it's so exciting, especially that, you guys are all things RC, not just planes, but obviously you're going to help with the planes. But as you can see, we got a lot of other stuff that we got to start, producing content for. And one of which in front, we'll get to this in a little bit. But I got myself one of these 200 scale Bancroft Nagatos. This is just one of the options as far as the high end Bancroft warships goes. I always wanted to get one in front of me, and it's unreal the amount of scale detail. We'll have to get into this a little bit, but we are going to bring this next week. I know, actually, well, we could say today is day one of Jonal 2022. I think it's been 2 years in a row they were off, or
yes, it has.
And
2 years.
3 out of the last 4 years were canceled. My first year at Motion was the year that it got canceled halfway through due to an impending storm, and then it happened the next year, and we went. We had a good time as Motion, and then we just weren't able to get back. It was COVID, and then it was COVID again, or weather, or something. So,
but yeah, and this year is the 40th anniversary of Jonal too.
Is it really though? Since there
40-year anniversary.
Or is this 37? Do they get to
I don't know.
skip ahead?
It's been 40 years anniversary.
I mean, if they didn't hold the Super Bowl 3 of the last 4 years, is it still Super Bowl 57 or whatever?
That's true.
Or, what is it? But either way, it's on, and we're going to go as pilots, Wes and I and Alex, next week. We're going to go down there for Thursday and Friday, and Saturday, I guess. Wes will probably get there with the trailer. Wednesday evening, and we're going to do the last week because I know Thursdays and Fridays usually the biggest days of Jonal. They have all the new time demos those 2 days on all the lines. They have the big dinner in the evening, which is great, and just all around fun. And I'm the first time we're gonna maiden voyage on the lake at Jonal, and we have some big plans there, Wes. So let's get into it. So obviously you're working for us now. Now if anybody wants to drop in any comments, I could call out some. I see a lot of everybody's back. I see Victor in here, Nate, Matt M, Test RC. What's going on, man? Dad's Kevin Bell, member for 5 months. It just popped up.
Yeah, I see that too.
I thought he just joined, but I don't know why YouTube decides to do that. But hey, welcome to your 5 months there. Paul Ballard, Med Scott, Jan. I see a lot of people here. Good to see you all. And so what else are we gonna do? So you came here about a month ago. Mm-hmm. And you picked up not only the P-47, he was so happy, but he grabbed
airplanes.
He grabbed a lot of airplanes for a lot from this studio, which was awesome, and they got right to it. I mean, we've already we've been flying
footage nonstop. I mean, we've taken our job seriously, and we love it. So we've been building airplanes. We've been flying airplanes. We're slowly starting to get some of our ground content. We got this one out of the box this week and played with it. Lori's been having a ball with it. This is the little XK Jeep. And we just finished, it's off camera right now, just a little bit, but this is the Cessna 208 from Nexa. And we're hoping to fly it for its maiden flight tomorrow. And then hopefully bring that one to Jonal with us because it should be awesome off the grass.
Yeah, I can't wait to film with that.
Yeah, it should be great there. So just wrapped that one up yesterday. We've got the F4 Freewing. We've got the A4. We've done all kinds of airplanes. Skynetic planes. I never got to do very many of the Skynetic planes before, so some of those have been really fun. Looking forward to like the wing. I got the pop wing, putting that together right now. That one's going to be fun.
And see, now the beauty is nobody knows if you have the next B2 type of plane.
Next. That's right. Could be secretly hiding.
I see some people giving you shout outs on your set. So if you ever watch the Motion, the Mary Boozer channel, he's in the same location. But when I went there, I was like, we just gotta make it feel different. We gotta make it feel new for now. And then that's going to change in a little while. That's going to
be changing again. Yeah. So exciting things too on that. We're building a new shop. So I guess we can say that. But yeah, it's finalized now. I'm waiting on the contractor to show up to get the concrete going. So had the trees cut this week. So we're building a whole new shop for Motion. It's going to be great.
Yeah, whole new set, more space for them. We'll get it lit up and do it all different because a lot of the content definitely has to come out of that new spot. And me and Alex are excited because we're about 6 hours from you. So, we're working as two separate teams, but we can meet up, a good amount each year, and be able to do that thing. And that's why this first event, I wasn't really able to commit to a lot of events at the start of the year because, we had our mind on other things, namely hiring. So we got there. So like some of the early events, like Jonal, we just don't have time or the logistics right now to get there for the full 9 days. Maybe next year we'll do it, but that's only 3-hour drive from where I am, and it's probably 10-hour drive for Wes.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a drive, but it's totally worth it. For sure.
Yeah, so you take up a lot of the stuff with the trailer. We'll meet you there, and we're going to have some fun. We just really want to go as pilots. We're probably going to park up on the electric line if we can find a spot, hang out, as base from there, and just fly. So what are you bringing? So you're bringing the P-47.
P-47 for sure, the Black Horse P-47, the Nexa 208.
And hold on, I'm gonna bring the Zero because we've never done it. I mean, as Motion RC or just in general, I've never flown an 80-inch or larger wingspan at Show Central at Jonal when you're allowed to, and I always had that on my mind when I got the Zero 2 years ago. So I'm so excited that Wes and I are gonna do tandem Black Horse 90-inch wingspan warbirds at Show Central, and then I'm just gonna leave them parked there.
They'll be awesome.
Might as well drop it off there and then just leave them up there for like the day. Park them somewhere.
For sure.
With all the other beauties, but I'm excited for that. So, all right, so we got the 2 black horses.
So
we got the C208.
The 208, and I think I'm going to bring the B2, of course.
Oh,
I think you're probably bringing yours.
I had to, I saw you get yours on the set. I had to figure out a way to get mine
right.
on the set.
The PJs. Yeah.
We're going to bring the PJs, and if anybody saw, I did a little, you can cut
I love gold.
Main cam. I went a little hard. So this was the midair, if you guys noticed. Oh, yeah, that happened this month. Wes and I had that awesome midair where my PJ met his Spitfire. So I cheated. I sent myself a new wing. I didn't want to take the time and fill in the bottom, even though it wasn't a big deal. It just sliced up the retract cable. So I was like, I got the new wing, and then I'm looking, I might as well paint it. I always wanted to paint it. And I had no idea what I wanted to do. I was just looking through Gulfstream liveries, because it's really not like the AL37. There aren't, or at least I couldn't find, as many as many schemes. So I had found some, just all gold scheme that was from some simulation or something. And I'm like, I'm just going to use that as my
It looks pretty sweet.
So a little Rust-Oleum 2 times, and then I actually, I took the vinyl decals, because I sent myself a new decal set for the wing tops and stuff. But a lot of the decals, like the stripe, is vinyl. So I just spray painted the vinyl. Like, instead of Color-Cali waiting, or anything. And then Wes has a vinyl cutter, so he's going to make me some black Motion RC logos, and I'm going to finish it off probably at Null.
Yep.
And we'll get on that. So PJs and B2s are definite. And, we might as well mention B2's back in stock already. So not only did they get announced within the past month and sell out the first shipment, but the next shipment is back as of like 3 days ago, and they're moving fast. So a lot of people had already put themselves on our Notify Me When Back in Stock list, and a lot of people obviously jumped on it right on there. So that's nice.
I like this comment. Your PJ fits with the holy hand grenade aesthetics.
it actually does. It really does. That's really funny.
Oh, it's great.
I got it. The holy hand grenade never leaves the set. It has to stay there.
That's right.
Along with Keaton's Batman. That stays on the set. Gifts from customers are the best.
But yeah, I'm excited to fly those together. The PJs are a blast. You wouldn't think that airplane would be as acrobatic as it is, but it's really, it's like flying a fighter jet if you want it to be. Or it can be as scale as you want it to. But when we got them together, they were a ball flying them together. So I'm looking forward to doing that at Null. It's always just so beautiful there, and the grass is perfect. You can land anywhere out there.
Yeah, one of the first videos we ever filmed together was when we had you fly the AL37 when we released it at Null in the fall. That was the first time we met in person. That was 3 years ago.
Yeah.
And that was the whole, when you did that great wheelie on that first one, and I was screaming. So I got to
look at the lights,
because I never flew an airliner at Null. I didn't even fly it that week while I was there.
Nope. Yeah, that was great.
But I'm looking forward to it. That's why I love the PJs and the AL37, all because of those touch and goes. It's all about the way you can set up the landings. And then I haven't flown in Georgia since I came back from flying with you in Florida. I just haven't had a chance to get out. And that spoiled me so much. That's why I'm going to wait till next week, till Null, when I have all that open space again. Being able to fly at Larksfield, I'd almost wait to fly just to drive down to you and fly there. Because having the endless space to set up approaches, man, makes everything just so much easier.
Oh yeah, it's beautiful flying at Larks, and you haven't got to fly down at our other field we fly at, IRCC. They have a really beautiful long approach like that too. So
is that where the P47 was?
Yeah, that was P47. Unfortunately, it was direct crosswind, but their grass is Joe Nall style out there. You can land anywhere, and yeah, there you go.
I saw this takeoff. Somebody mentioned it in the comment. You took off. It looked like you took off from the pits, because all of a sudden, did you think it was going to get off before then?
No. So that is actually the angled crosswind runway out there. So there's 2 flying positions. There's a flying position over on one side and flying position on the other. You just have to, make sure everybody's okay with which one you're flying out of. And that is legitimately the crosswind runway out there. And the wind that day was 90-degree cross. So I went on ahead and took off on the crosswind, and I knew it was going to go out kind of into the grass because it was blowing pretty good right then. But the grass out there is like Joe Knoll. You can just take off in it. I knew it wouldn't hurt anything. So I just let the plane run off the runway and go out there. So why fight the crosswind if you don't have to?
So did you have more? You have more runway behind where you took off. You just gave yourself a short distance because I see that runway. It doesn't like cross the other way. It sort of ends at the other runway.
Yeah,
It
goes
that? Like it's doing
so
this.
The runway, the main
It's
runway
not
is like this,
going
and
through it.
the crosswind's kind of at an angle like this. If that makes
Gotcha.
sense. So it's
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that,
yeah.
and yeah, so you can land down it. But yeah, there was nobody endangered or anything. It's
No,
perfectly
look good.
legal out there. How we fly on that one, that's the crosswind. But yeah, you do have to be a little bit good because if you land past the runway, you hit the concrete pilot box. So if you use the crosswind, you've got to be willing to put it in between those two lines with your depth perception. So
Gotcha. Well, you'll do that. Oh, I will say, so if anybody wants to go back in time, so that is obviously the same P-47 that I put together that I showed you guys a while back. I had shown a flight, my maiden, like 2 flights, and Wes went back and watched them after you knew you were going to work here, and I was going to give you that one to, do media on, and you're like, it's definitely tail heavy. I think it was tail heavy. And I assumed as much too, and then right as I remember that day, I came back and we're like, this isn't gonna be around for like a year because like this was an early sample of what was coming, and we just jumped the gun on it, thinking it was either on the way. Something got lost in translation, so it sort of sat there. I never got a chance to do those fixes. But you added 2 pounds of nose weight.
yeah, and I don't think you need the 2 pounds. I did it on this first flight, and then I ended up moving my batteries back on the second flight about that much. So I think that you could get away with it with just 1 pound, but I did it to be safe. And the airplane is so lightly loaded that it doesn't even feel the weight that I've added to it.
Yeah.
But on my second flight, I moved that battery from the firewall back about an inch, and it made it perfect for that. So the nice thing is with it being balanced the way it is, I can move my batteries now to make CG wherever I want it in there. Because you've got tons of room in that airplane to make CG.
Totally.
So,
and then were you thinking about possibly doing 12S?
maybe. I've seen a lot of comments on guys wanting it. I've got my watt meter from.
I didn't think it needed it. If you're gonna fly it,
It doesn't need it, but I get why people are asking it. There's a lot of guys that already have 6S pack. So, I'm going to take the Benchcraft watt meter, throw it in there, throw 12S, and we'll see if it is. If it isn't, I probably will have to put a 2-blade prop on it from the 4-blade. I think we might be pulling more than, I believe it's a 120 amp ESC in there. Or we might need to go to a 150 or a 160 if we're going to run 12S. I think the motor is more than capable of it. It's not going to hurt the motor. I think that's a 150 or a 160 amp ESC is going to probably be needed for a 12S.
If you go back to, maybe we'll go back to that live show at some point, Wes. But I did run that up on a watt meter. I remember I got the watt meter here. I made a whole video about it. I think it was for that plane. It might have been. But I think you definitely would have needed to up the ESC. But check it out.
More than likely that's what it is. But I've had enough
or
people
eventually
ask for it.
We go with the Admiral 60cc or
Maybe.
a 30cc on it.
And yeah, we've got
like
the
that.
gas engines here, so
That's the other thing. A lot of content coming. Like right now, we just got the content they're used to doing. Get out and fly these planes, make some flights. But Wes and Lori are going to help us make a lot more tips. Like we want to do a whole series on breaking in gas engines with those NGHs and our Admiral gas engines. We have 2 great options from Admiral there that I can't wait to see on some of these planes. Because I think one of the next Nexa planes I want to get in front of your hands, Wes putting his headphones back in, but the next plane I want to get in your hands is that big Pilatus, right? What is it, the PC6? PC6?
The Pilatus you've already got? Or
No.
no.
The other one. I'm sorry.
It comes in red and white, or it comes in the tiger paint job. Yeah, that thing's awesome.
It's like 107 inches. I forget. Why am I forgetting the name of it? Now I'm gonna.
I think you're right. It's a Pilatus
my
PC9.
Well, no, mine's the PC9. Somebody's gonna get there before I.
Somebody's get their PC21.
Maybe
something like that. We're gonna figure it out here in a minute.
They got 2 schemes. One of the biggest Nexa ones we got. So
Right.
I'd love to see that. That was one of the newest additions. So there's a lot more. A lot more coming from that.
Yeah, currently
Yeah,
doing
don't put a 2-blade on that beautiful plane. I'm hearing.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. It depends on
Hey
what
man,
we're
I
doing.
found that prop. I reamed that prop.
Oh, it
Did a
works
good job with
perfect
that
too.
prop.
Flies
Is
it
it
beautifully. So we've got the 9cc we're putting on the Hellcat right now. That'll be cool. Yeah, we're doing a bunch of gas engines right now, so it'll be fun. We need to do it, man. Gas is awesome. We've got a couple gas planes. You know, it was never my focus before, but I love them. I mean, we can do them.
Pilatus
for sure.
PC6. That's it. 27,
right,
20
PC6.
millimeter wingspan, 107 inches. And then, like we said, I'd love to get that. It's got to be that crazy tiger scheme, the yellow with the
Yeah, that
the
one's
tiger
pretty
on it.
wild.
It looks ridiculous, but it looks
Yeah.
it looks like a big baby.
Mm.
But it'll look nice.
Oh, definitely. It'll be an easy flying airplane.
That'll look good at some shows. So
Oh, yeah.
So that was crazy. So get your B2s. Get ready by next week. I don't know if we'll do any live content, maybe on Facebook or something. I don't know. Cell phone content is tough. I'd rather we'll be there filming. We want to film the noontime demo probably, all that stuff. So we'll have a lot
Well,
of
and the cell
Joe
phone
Knoll
service
content.
isn't usually the best out there either.
Yeah, I just
So-
want to focus on getting good content and shaking hands and flying. That's what I'm excited. We're not going to have a booth. Not going to have to stay, go check in all the time. Like, we're just going to be on the fly. Like, come find us,
Right.
Thursday, Friday.
Fan flight it.
If you got a sick plane, come find
If you got a sick
Yeah.
Freewing custom job, come find us,
We'll film it.
let's fly together. I'm trying to see what I could fit because I'm bringing, we're just going in the minivan from Georgia. We're going to meet you up there, but I've got the Zero's going to fit. I can fit the PJ. I can fit the B2 because it's thin up against the side. We got to fit this big boat.
Yep.
And then I got to try to squeeze in my Spitfire. I have to get there early one morning. I might drive there early, fly, then go pick
Dawn
Alex
patrol
up
it.
from the hotel later on, and then head back. But I got to do dawn patrol, so I may
Yeah.
take my Spitfire and then, something else. I don't know what I'm gonna take. But then, yeah, look and just shake hands. It's been so while I got out and met people in person in the hobby. I'm excited. It'll be really, really fun.
Oh, yeah. I haven't been to Joe Knoll since... I think the last time I went is when we went together for Fall Knoll. Was actually the last time I was there. And
that was
ever
for
since
the
then...
AL37, right? Yeah, that
Yeah.
was when
I think that was the
your dad
last time I was up there.
Your dad riveted my Corsair.
Mhm.
Riveted.
He was on
Papa-dotted.
the riveting spree out there that weekend.
Yeah, that was
Everybody
great.
was coming up getting Papa Dots.
And Alex, it's the last time we were there, that was when my F-22 disappeared, right? That's
Yep,
the last time I've been there.
that was it.
Yeah,
I remember
watched
that too. I
my
forgot all about
LED'd
that.
up from TJK connectors.
Now I'm mad.
He did it.
He's
Yeah.
making
Now
me
I'm
Now I'm mad.
gonna take the F-22 and I'm just gonna leave my F-22 there with a sign on it.
with
I
a
dare
stick
you.
bomb inside of it or something.
Great.
Yeah, I need to.
Cracking device.
You ever see that
Paint
video where
bomb
the
in it.
guy,
Exactly.
the guy has the stink box that he
Right.
gets people to steal off porches, so then it ruins their whole weekend. I need to booby trap the F-22.
They're expecting
it
a
going.
record attendance this year. Yeah, I saw the pre-register was at like 600 pilots whenever I looked at the pre-register. I see comments down here on it.
Yeah, that's always the best thing about Knoll too. Like if you
Huge.
if you get a chance to walk in the back by the store and the hangar, and then they have a couple hangars in the back where they're actually working on the planes that live there.
It probably looks crazy now.
Yeah, building stuff, and but back there too is where they always drop the shipments. People fly from all around the world, and they ship these big turbine planes. All get
Mhm.
looks like big caskets. Huge boxes of planes just loaded in the back. Every year that I was there, it was always like that. So yeah, I hope they get the turnout, and I'm glad Knoll is back. So I'm
Me
excited
too.
to see the content coming out of there from it. Maybe potential for new things, who knows. But I am super stoked. So let's take a break from us here, and let's go through some of what went on in the community for the month of April. So we start Greenfield. Always love the fleet picks, man. He's got some. This guy customizes aircraft. I gotta see if he's gonna do something to his B2, because you saw the Texas B2. You got the idea. We know people putting the American flag possibly under a B2. Can't really do too much with it, but I love the way that guy did the Texas flag underneath it. But Scott's got the awesome Corsair with the yellow wings, the MiG,
Yeah, the B2
Spit,
at
the Vulcan. He does.
Top Gun was great.
Real nice fleet there, Scott.
The Grippen's all customized. He doesn't leave them alone. The L-39 there is customized.
That, I almost just called it something
Is this
else.
22? Is this kind of 22 repainted back there? It looks like it might be a
I
different
think so.
color.
I see something on the tips up top.
Okay. So
His Vulcan, I saw him on Facebook. He's got that one all Star Trekked out. I was
Yeah.
messaged back and forth with him. Yeah, that was awesome.
Havoc needs some love.
Yeah, Wes, you love Star Trek, right? You don't like that Star Wars stuff.
Hey. Fighting words out here.
They're the
Yeah,
same-
that's awesome.
same
I
story.
love his Corsair. The yellow wings really pop on that airplane.
Yeah, he kills it every time. All right, what do we got? Nicholas Carell's. What was his? Oh yeah, he did. He just said, well, there was. I could have went through and took every B2 post because the entirety of our group was like B2 madness. It was funny going back through it earlier this week and be like, wow, that whole week of when we announced the B2 was just crazy. But that was a real B2 passing, and then this was his Freewing version. Like he cut them together. So this was the Freewing version going by, and they're almost like, it's great that the profile's right. It looks so cool. But then he also added, you got to see this customization he gets to in his cockpit. Check that out. He put the screens in there.
Wow.
Just going hard, and he's got the B2
Wow.
image on the inside. So I thought that was really, really cool.
That's
That was one of the
awesome.
more special B2 shares. I could only download so many pictures of blue boxes and things like that, which what dominated. Then Mike Castillo finished his Brightly. Is that the Vulcan? That is the Vulcan.
It is. I
In
think
the
I talked to him.
Brightling
He
scheme.
did this in monocode, actually, was the interesting thing, too. It's not painted.
He might be the same because somebody else did this scheme. I've seen it on the L-39. I've seen it on the Avanti. It's a good looking scheme, though. It's a good sport
Oh, yeah.
scheme.
Like I said, incredible that he actually covered that airplane, too. That took a lot of work to make it look like that.
That looks gorgeous.
Nice shine.
Nice shine. Nice shine.
Yep.
I love it. Revenge of the Fifth. What was that? Congratulations. Oh, you got a congratulations from Fed Barron. I'm sure
Hey,
you got
Fred
a lot of
Barron.
congratulations coming over.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah, they're coming left and right. This was a great partnership and a great teaming up. A lot of guys have reached out and said they're super excited to see this happening. And thank you,
Now we're
all of
moving
you.
Jonathan Holmes. I think this is John without the H on YouTube, but he released. Did you see this the other day? Like he
I
released
did.
just his
The
50-second
inverted
clip.
high alpha. Oh, my gosh.
And then he's got his sticks on there, and he's been doing a lot of videos like this popping up, and he gives you a little short version on Facebook, and then, sends you over to YouTube, which is great. He's killing it. Absolutely killing it with that. I thought that was really cool to do it in I think it's a stock, or no, he might have upped the motor. I'm not sure, but the F-22 is awesome for that. We got to get you on that. That's your next goal, Wes. We
I'm
need to
inverted.
see. Can you do that with the P-47?
Yes. Yeah, sure. If it hits the
I'll do it
ground, you're going
down.
to send me another one if that happens, right?
We'll go hand the sticks to Jace down at,
There you go.
at the 3D line when we get to Jonah. Like, hey man, can you just try to 3D this?
Yeah, go for it. What's the worst that could happen?
Jonathan Festa? Jonathan, I almost said Fiesta. Almost just added a vowel.
Wow.
With this awesome F-14.
Love the weathering on it.
Unbelievable.
Beautiful.
And the
Beautiful
pictures
job.
they get is great. The afterburners.
Oh, the afterburners.
He did an absolutely
Fantastic.
beautiful job. Most of us, I didn't even get a chance to go through YouTube for the past month. So most of our shares are coming from the Facebook group and Squawk, and that's a stunner. That picture alone right there, that picture's so good. That could be a stock scheme,
Yeah,
Like,
it was like
Exactly.
Yeah.
product page right there.
that's product page. Absolutely beautiful. Yeah, right, George? Jace would be able to do it, I'm sure.
Right.
And what's the worst that could happen? He smashes it in a million pieces and we catch it on video. That's a million views. No. All right,
you go.
moving on.
Our midair got
Oh yeah,
2 million
that
views
midair
or
we
something on
didn't
Facebook.
even, I wasn't even trying for that. And if I was, I would have never been able to hit him. That was just so fortuitous for the two of us to come together. That was awesome. All right, moving on. Jeremy Salt had a bunch of pictures. Obviously, he was heavily involved in helping us promote the B2, so he had a lot of shares throughout. But just some of his other pics that he recently posted of his B2, they get some really beautiful pictures up against the mountain. But then some of the other ones, like they had a show out there, so I love this shot, the aerial with turbines and foamies and everything that the group had out there. I think that's in the Salt Flats or something
Looks like it.
where they fly. It looks awesome.
And then this.
Yeah, and then he had shared these pictures, if you remember, earlier in the month. I discounted him because he already had an early start on the, I asked everybody to try to make the star. The first group of guys who gets me a star gets $25 each. But he posted this up. He ended up getting 7 B2s together. And I thought that was just really cool. I love that the way the plane's designed, that they just form a star. It's so perfect. And that shirt available on Teespring, if you wish. The shirt that we were wearing, along with all the shirts that we're wearing. Link in the description. So then moving on, what else did he have? Did he have one more picture? Oh no, somebody else had. We'll get to in a second, because I have JD Crow, I think it was, with the picture that won. Yeah, here it is. These were the winners. Michael Rosnick was out there. This was shared by JD Crow on Facebook. That was the first time we saw the star. So that was awesome. I expect to see some stars down at. I wonder how many we might see at Jonal. I
hope we get 10.
We haven't been there since the AL3. Like, think about everything we missed.
Yeah.
All those goggles. The MiG, the Gripen. We never got out there with those planes. Unbelievable. I might have to. Oh, Wes has the MiG. Wes, you might have to take the MiG.
I do have it.
You might have to take it. Old thrust
And it's the thrust vectoring version.
Oh, you're gonna have to take it.
We can make it happen.
And I remember when I flew that, I forgot to tape all the wiring, because to do the thrust vectoring, the wires run underneath the plane. So I forgot to I realized after we got back that day. So on the video I did of it, it was just flopping around. So hopefully Wes cleaned it up. It makes it look better.
We'll clean her up.
What is it, Jason
McRacer.
McRacer? Jason McRacer. I thought this was great. He said he picked up a beat-up AL-37 for really cheap at a swap meet, and then did this to it. Turned into a Fireliner. Just really cool. Thought those were some good shots. And he even did great work on the underneath, on the belly.
I like his blur job on his face.
Yeah, and he blurred his face out really well. It's it's trippy. It's Inception levels of... Yeah, it's not just a blur. It's picture in picture. Pontiac, we need an SR-71 Blackbird. Yeah, we hear that a lot.
Yeah, we do.
You're right. We do. We need them all. Henrik Wires, another fleet shot. Always love the fleet picks. If you get them all out. And he even has a little cub that I got hanging behind me. It fits. Works well. He's got a little bit of everything. Some good one. Ooh, now I see.
We've never seen in the wild.
Yeah, bison. Oh, we might have to get that bison on floats to know by next week. How are we not gonna do that?
We're working a trailer.
Oh, Wes, we might have some work for you. No, we do. We definitely do have some work for you. Get to work.
Get to work.
Get
Get that bison ready.
When I was loading these in, this one definitely caught my eye.
Gary Croft, yeah, he did a great job. This almost, Wes, you had the stock Venom, right? You still have.
Yeah, I have
stock
the
Venom.
old stock one that came in this paint job.
That was
a little bit
from
different.
The stock. Little different. I think he either repainted a new one to look like the old one, or had the old one and redid it. But either way, it looks really good.
Oh, fantastic. Always love that paint job. His is more like a desert camo as far as I can see it. Yeah. Sweet. Oh, I saw this one too. The Decepticons.
Oh, yeah. When you get to Starscream. This one pops up every once in a while. This is the way to go for me for like a 22. It just looks so cool. I just couldn't imagine doing all those stickers.
It would take forever.
You know, like, I don't know how many. I mean, assume a lot of them. I don't know, if Callie sent them these. I wonder how many are they all individual, or are some of them just in groups? You can lay it all on one and then peel it off.
I don't know. Yeah, making all the edges line up everywhere. Yep, that one would be a pain, but it's awesome looking when it's done.
Yeah. Vincent Dunn Fun Blues. What about a vertical takeoff F-35? You never know.
Sure, yeah.
You
What
know?
would you pay for it, Vincent?
Yeah, what would you pay? What's the going price for it? But
This is cool, too.
that would be fun. What do we got? Oh, FPV Air Combat. Yeah, so he was in a I know he's in an e-flite Viper, but he's chasing a Freewing L-39, so I let it ride. But it just looks so cool with with like the video on it. They do some great stuff. This is FPV Air Combat. Shared it on Facebook. Just look at the
sights. It's awesome.
I love the sight. Get him, or don't get him. Get away, L-39. Get away. But that looks awesome.
And I love that he did it at sunset. I mean, the sunset shots FPV just make it that much better.
Yeah, totally. Motion sick for the win. Yeah, it is motion sick. For sure. They do the best stuff. I'd rather have a big F-35A in the 90mm class EDF. Air Guardian, you think the F-35 would do what the F-22 could do? Like, it's always wonder, if you have the F-22 in 90, do you need the 35 in a 90? I don't know. Now, this one's unbelievable, too. David Smout?
Yeah.
This just, like, he posted, like, he got it, and I'm like, oh, sweet, somebody posted. It's always fun to see somebody post, a picture of a plane not as photographed as much. I love the TA-152. I think it's a cool plane, for sure, but he did this paint job on it, and then just went hard on the weathering over
incredible
a couple
paint job.
And this finish shot is unbelievable. But see, like, if this go take it outside, David, get some sun on it, get it on a runway, and that's what I'd be telling him, because that's a plane that could a good shot of that in the air, man, that could win the tournament next year.
Yep.
From what we're seeing about the March Mayhem tournament, it seems people love older World War II planes. Have taken the last two. So,
yeah, that was an incredible paint job, though.
I love this too. Chris Dawes.
Oh, yeah, this looks... I love the way this pops.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Orange.
The motion blur, great pictures.
Yeah, he took some excellent pictures of these. But he just took the stock, it's a stock paint, and just went over it a little bit with the orange. And then he said he used some chrome tape on, like, the exhaust right next to the 13 there, on the nacelle.
Yeah, I've totally got to get mine back out. I loved the Tiger Cat, so I've got to get mine back out too.
Yeah, it's such an easy fly. I mean, it's a great trainer. It's a relaxing, like all the Warbirds. It just lands so easy. The tricycle gear, I always found that the OV-10 and the P-38, pick your poison. They all fly really well.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and now you saw these guys. You were down at Top Gun, but this is Boli Muentes who shared this. They were two pilots. They dressed up like pilots and flew their custom AL-37s down at Top Gun because Wes stopped by. You're only, an hour away from there?
Yeah, I think I even got some video of these two airplanes flying together out there, so I can't remember. There's so much footage from Top Gun that we still got to get through, but I think I got these guys flying together. Yeah. So the one guy, actually, I talked to him. The gentleman on right is actually a Captain 4 American, and the airplane he had Callie make up the actual tail number he flies and everything. So it was great.
That's awesome. And he's wearing shorts while he's doing it. I love it.
Yeah, with his outfit.
If he walked on the plane dressed like that, I'd be like, let's go, man. Fly me wherever we're going. This guy's relaxed and ready to roll. That was awesome. This is really cool too. What is? Oh, this I found on Squawk. This is Avanti 127 on Hobby Squawk. He he saw the pictures. Obviously, the refueling lights or the B2 refuels on the top. There's a little like thing that flips around, and he did it to his B2. I want to see it. You know, obviously, you'd only, I guess, light those lights up so that whoever's flying the planes could see that the connection's made. If you're doing it in the dark, I guess that's why that exists. But that just looks really cool.
RC Tommy on the Top Gun part here. Combining cosplay and RC planes, that's next level. Love it.
Speaking of, next week is Top Gun. We might have to go see it one night at Null. Everybody's going to leave Null to go see Top Gun on Friday night.
Oh, that's right.
The new movie's coming out next Friday. They should play it on. They need a projector.
Right.
They need a projector.
Projector and play that out there.
But yeah, that's cool, man. I want to see. Obviously, you'd only light those up when you wouldn't be able to see them because you'd be looking at the bottom of the plane. But you know, that's cool. Either way, a cool mod. Then Adam Hill with his Roban Airwolf 800 and his son.
Beautiful.
And he was just doing some hover tests out in, I guess, his front yard there. But
I can't wait to get on a Roban. Yeah, just beautiful.
So Wes told me he's excited to do some scale helis.
Oh,
so
yeah.
They're going to be coming Wes's way as well. We're going to load this man up. And Lori, we're going to make Lori fly this too.
There you go.
Let's do it. If Lori's ready, you want to fly? Want to feel what $2,500 feels behind the sticks?
Try it, Lori. I told her we can get her on that P-47. She can fly that.
Work our way up. Work our way up. And then, Wally Warren. So again, you have video of this one too, that we're working through.
Yeah,
Here it is,
yeah.
the Texas flag
So cool.
underneath the B2. Just such a cool looking. You know, really makes it pop. It makes me now want to do a scheme, just something under the B2 when we're done.
I keep kicking around an American flag on the bottom, so
yeah. I think
see if somebody beats me to it first.
I'm sure many will. I'm sure it's on people's lists to do. But that about does it. So that wraps up running around the community. What time is it? It's 12:40. So what can I show? I want to show this boat. So can we cut
Yeah. I want to see the boat.
Thing? Yeah, Wes wants to see the boat. But
hey,
yeah,
I think
you guys need to see this thing up close. Because it is
Oh, did we lose James for a second? Did we lose James? Can't tell. So I think we've lost James's mic for a second here. Exciting. Well, while they're figuring that out, I can show you this Cessna 208 that we have sitting here. So I did finish this up this week. Built fantastic. It's a typical Nexa airplane. Beautiful finish. I love that the cockpit details. We'll have to get you some shots. You can actually go over on Hobby Squad, guys. And I've been working on a full write-up on this airplane, too, if you're interested in knowing how it went together and what I used to assemble it. We did go electric, but it also comes with all the stuff to make this gas if you want to do it in the future. Also, videos to come soon on this. Let's check back in with James and see if he got his microphone fixed for that boat yet.
Yeah, I'm fixed. I think I'm back.
Perfect. I'll be quiet real quick.
And I could stay like that. Yeah, you're good. Hey, I must have hit it. But dude, I've been dying. I don't know if you guys, when you guys saw them come out, I don't know how you feel about RC boats. You know, I don't know how I feel about RC boats, but the warships, it's a different story. You know, this is absolutely fantastic. This is a mantelpiece. I'm assuming majority of them are going to be like this in the level of detail. And what's fantastic about it, we filmed our unboxing. You know, comes out of the box like this. This model, all I had to do was put the turrets on. The 4 of these can be pretty much pulled right up and out. I'm not going to do it now. And then these little rescue boats here. Just 2 of them, 1 on each side. You connect, dangle them. And then the rest is all there. The rigging's all lined up, but you do have to secure it to either end. And then this whole top piece comes off for you to just plug in your boat and plug in your, just plug in your battery and add ballast. So I have some footage of that too, for next time when I make the video about it. But I took it upstairs, put it in the tub, and I bought BBs. And I just filled I put a plastic bag inside, and I just started filling it until the water line got right to where the red meets the gray on the bottom. And it took about 3 pounds, 8 ounces. And that was all up front here. I take it off right now, but honestly, now that it's here, I'm not gonna take anything off. But the level of detail, and it comes with a these are red 102S, but then it comes with like, your Bancroft transmitter, so it's more like a plane transmitter, and for throttle. And then there's no well, there is a rudder. I believe there's a rudder on it. I didn't hit my mic. Am I in?
It just got very hot.
It got very hot. Am I back?
Turn it down again.
Oh, whoops. Oh, I must have been too loud.
You did something.
I don't know what I did. I didn't touch it. We're good. But I assume it runs on differential. There's 4 engines and 4 motors inside that's controlled, and it's unbelievable how simple it is, but how gorgeous it looks. There's wood decking on the top. Like, this deck is real wood. All the rigging, these are real cables. They give you like 3 flags to put where you want, but then all this is metal and different metal and plastic on it. Just all around, absolute stunner. From the chain, just like you could walk around and look at this from so many different ways. So I'm excited to get it out to the lake at Knoll. And since I have the big Zero, what I'm gonna try to do, Wes, you there still?
Oh yeah, I'm still here.
So Wes, maybe I'll have you drive this in the lake, and we'll take walkie-talkies. I'll run out to Show Central. If we're on the opposite side of the lake at Knoll, for people who've been there, if we're filming the Nagato, I could have the Zero be in the background, so Alex could try to get a shot where
Gotta try it.
the Zero, because the Zero would be big enough from that far away that the outlines
you
might
might
work
get it.
if you're close enough on this. So that's the idea. But George, watch, rigging all on it. There's just 2 little hooks. Like, the way it comes, there's piece of a lot of foam protecting it all. But the wires are just taped nicely on top of the styrofoam, and you just, when you get them out, and just pull them. Obviously, you don't want to twist them too much. You don't want to try to create any knots. So when you just got to be very mindful when you are getting access underneath. But this whole top lid just comes off super easy when the time comes, and unbelievable. So I'm so excited to try this around. I just want to see, because with the other, we had those other like $100 versions of warships, and those don't have like proportional steering. Those are really just toy based types. Fun for run around the lake, but something like this is like a model. So I'm excited to to drive this one around scale, and I think we're gonna have some fun with this. I'm so excited to see it in the water.
Yeah, I'm excited to see it in real life too. It's gonna be really cool, really cool.
And this
I've
one's
been
only
looking
40
at those battleships for a while.
This one's only 44 inches. We got some, other monsters that hopefully we can get to after we get through this one. But I think when I saw they gave me like 3 options, hey, you get one for now. Which one do you want to take to Knoll? And to me, this is the prettiest looking battleship of the options I had. Just something about it looks really
Cool.
nice.
I was
Really
torn.
cool.
I like the Bismarck too. I mean, I'm torn. I like them all.
Bismarck looks cool too, but it's more all gray. I like that there's some color here. It just loves some contrast. Like, I loved seeing the biplanes here with the floats on them, on the skids. Like, that was really cool. Just going around it, it's I want to keep it like on my mantle. It's unbelievable, but no, we're gonna try to do as much of this. I'd like to see you guys make an electric RC. Oh, another jet request.
Yep. All the time.
But all the time. But unbelievable. So, on here, and then Wes. So you did let's talk about your C2. What is it? The C208? Is it 208?
C208, yeah. It's a Cessna, yeah. The 208 Grand Caravan is what this one
is. There a lot of
And-
space inside?
Oh my gosh, tons. So I've got a 6,000. I CG'd it with the Admiral motor and everything that it comes with. My battery actually sets in the middle of this airplane almost. So I've got a 6,000 4S in here to fly it. So this thing's gonna have a really long flight time. And the hatch here on the bottom is removable. So if a customer wants it with or without, you have the option. It's just a thumb screw here in the back and it clips off. And you can have the clean bottom or you can have this. It's really cool too. Magnetic catch on top, so it's super easy to get inside. You can see I get tons of room in here. The doors actually work on it. So you can get inside to the interior, and it's got a full cockpit in it. And like I said, I have pictures of all this posted up on Hobby Squawk if you're more interested in seeing some more detailed shots of the airplane. Kind of hard to carry it around right now, but just so you can see how big it is, I will pick it up for a second. It's a pretty good size airplane.
That's a good looking model. What gas engine might fit in that one?
This would be a 9cc gas engine for this airplane.
Nice.
And
Now
it
that
does
looks like
come with the tank and everything if you're going gas.
yeah, like all the Nexa models, I believe, come with
Correct.
both electric and come back to me here for a second. So funny. I got that's the other thing I'm working on here. I got the construction vehicles that were the Huina stuff. So they have this thing's amazing. 10th scale forklift. But then I took some cardboard boxes and I made myself some scale, or not scale. They're actually really big. These would be more like caskets. I gotta get 10th scale more, but they were hard to make. I made them when I had the blue tape. I'm like, I'm going with it. But yeah, I wanted to make more because we were gonna have some fun with this one. But yeah, I got a bunch of these. If you check behind me quick, Alex,
We got
on the camera.
demo video.
Oh, you got the demo video. Oh yeah. So we got the dump truck, which is awesome. So a lot of these, man, if anybody who works here, like these they're just fun in their simplicity, but their beauty. They're all like die-cast metal. They all look really good. The cement mixer, like it actually loads and unloads. I got the front loader, which is sweet as well. That one's like the excavator where you got to learn to manipulate it, right, to make it move scale. Then this thing's amazing. It's 4 foot tall, T-crane, which is really sweet as well. And then, yeah, I think our favorite of the bunch is this little chubby forklift that, unbelievable. It was funny because I was looking on Thingiverse, Wes. I was like, I got to 3D print myself a pallet. I'm like, how, you can't have a forklift without a pallet to lift up. And turns out it comes with 2 pallets in the box. I'm like, yes, but they're black, so I gotta paint them. I gotta mess them up and make them look like, But this thing's cool, man. I mean, the way it comes out. So again, they give you 2 of these, and they do give you a hook too. But these are all metal, and they just they can just sort of
slide in and out, just like a real forklift.
Yeah, they slide in and then slide out, but that's like. You mess somebody up with that thing. For sure. This is it's really cool. But a lot cooler than I expected at the start. And then they give you this guy, too, so you can hook him up there.
Oh, okay. So then you can have your
crane.
crane.
Goes in, then you can have your crane. Yep. Now that just spins, so you would add something to it. But then even the other ones, they have the mobile crane. And they got the T-crane behind me here, and they come with, metal, like a heavy, solid, piece of steel bar. I was funny. I was messing around with it. I was lowering a battery into.
I saw that.
Into the PJ50. I was like, we're gonna have to have these trucks sort of help out the planes.
Right.
But right, Paul. I mean, the forklift is just I think it's $100.
I know,
But it's like a big
awesome.
die-cast, nice tires, great detail for what it is. Comes right out of the box like this. Comes with the battery. You know, I'm sure you get plenty of time on it, and it drives pretty well. You know, for what you're going to use a forklift for. I forget how to take that off now. You got to slide it the other way. I'll leave it as is.
Oh,
it just looks really cool though. So all around, we got a lot of
the what is it? The front end loader? I forgot what you actually call that.
front end loader.
Excavator.
Yeah, you're right.
The excavator.
Yeah.
It's in
The
scale to
excavator.
my to me a semi truck, so that would be really cool to put on my lowboy that I built for it.
Oh yeah, yeah. Because you got
they're in scale to
you
each
got
other.
The trailer. Oh yeah.
Yeah, so I could put the lowboy with it.
Are you gonna bring the lowboy to Null?
I probably will. Yeah.
I'll bring the
truck's always
construction
fun.
equipment. I mean, you might as well throw it around. Like, why not? You know,
I
kid
love
wants to
having
walk by
my
our tent
Tamiya
and-
semi truck and then
and
putting
mess
an
around
airplane
with
on
some-
the back, and then you can drive it up and down the flight line. It gets everybody loves that always.
Yeah, maybe I could do that because I could just stop at Home Depot and grab some play sand. We could drop
There you
like
go.
3 or 4 bags of play sand and just leave all the construction equipment for
Let
anyone
people
to
play with it.
while we're at Null on the side of the sand.
There you go.
It's fun when you're building like that. Like, you know, there's something, you know, relaxing about it. But this thing's just cool, just lining it up and making it work. I love it because this can pick up batteries and anything. So I'm gonna totally, whenever I need batteries from the other side of the table, I'm just gonna drive them over to myself with the forklift. But we and Alex had it all the way up, and we had we had four
Admiral packs, I saw
3600
that.
Admirals on it. And when I started to drive the whole thing, I was like, oh, these are like, we could create one of those like worst day at work videos where you see the guy driving the forklift
The entire
and he destroys the entire warehouse for one wrong move.
Well, if you go
That's
on
the best.
Thingiverse, they actually have like the racks from like Home Depot that you can load stuff into the racks, just like at Home Depot too. You got to 3D print the
man.
actual racks for it too, so you can actually put them in there, and then you can knock them all over, just like the video you're talking about.
That would be great.
Make a
That
whole
would
bunch
be
of pallets
awesome.
with little Freewing boxes, so you can go be picking the deliveries.
EQRC volunteers to watch the kids in the sand pile.
Oh, there you go.
There you go. I think we'll have to do that. Might as well. Some nice pictures would look good. They might have construction equipment in the back too.
Yeah, right.
At Null, they might have some stuff.
Never know.
Georgia, we're trying to film a video.
Yeah, that's what I need. I want to take these. I've been driving around looking for like, you know, just construction near me because we just want to drive over there with these one day and say, hey guys, would you mind if we, you know, just get some footage in front of whatever you guys are doing? Sorry to interrupt your really hard job with our really fun, you know. We're just here to play with toys. You know, have a good day, guys. But all around, really cool stuff, man. So much cool stuff. A new start. And that's what I ask you guys. So obviously, you know, we still got a lot of members to the channel, and we're excited about that. Now that Wes is here, it hasn't even been a month yet. You've only been here, what, 3 weeks, I think?
Getting close.
Officially.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, I think
Getting close to your
officially
first
3
month,
weeks.
so we're still working through, you know, trying to get a rhythm between, you know, the now 2 teams as far as the channel goes. But now we have more options, especially for, you know, the possibility of, you know, just content for members. If we were going to do that, something a little different. We were thinking of maybe just, you know, a weekly type of weekly or bi-weekly where Wes just jumps in. If you're a member, like, ask him anything. He'll help you do anything. You know, if you need help with a gyro or a plane or whatever. Things like that we could potentially do. And then all sorts of other types of content we want to have fun making because, you know, when we fly together, we could have some fun. We could do some crazy stuff
Oh yeah.
when we do
definitely.
meet up. So all around, we're really, you know, I'm super excited. Everybody, Motion's excited about this, and we're just ready, man. 2022
This is what
is.
happens when you guys fly together.
This is what happened. I was just, from my angle, I was like heading towards him. Like the PJ was coming right towards me. Like I was flying directly at myself. So I'm like, oh, I'll just meet him, run, you know, and get up right behind them. Next thing I know, right off the top, I was like, oh. So I
and
was
the
trying to get
sound.
close. Like I was
my
trying to
gosh.
get close to you, but you know, I didn't think I'd actually hit you.
I will say that was one of the loudest like smacks I've ever heard when they came
That was-
together. Bam! bro.
Yeah. Like, well, and the fact that we both landed, which was really funny. Because as you were landing, you know, I'm like flying. I was like, something feels weird. I'm like, it's turning, you know, more. But obviously, you just got in an accident. But I didn't realize it blew the whole ball link and control rod from the aileron off.
Right.
And then sliced the wire on my gear. So I'm like, all right, we're belly landing it. And the PJ will belly land really, really nicely. So
Jeff
that
in
was
Lower
great.
Alabama need Wes customizing some stuff. I got my Benchcraft airbrushes in, guys. We're probably gonna be doing some of that for sure.
Well, I gave him an F18
Mhm.
when we were selling all base gray. I left it just base gray. I never put anything on it, so you can customize that up.
Right.
And then obviously anything else. I mean, you might need a
And-
silver and gold PJ to
Right.
the opposite of.
Well, I was totally thinking about doing this paint job on my PJ. It's on the back.
Oh, the background on your PJ, an
It would
aggressor.
look pretty sweet on there, though. All the different
Well,
colors.
if you put an aggressor paint scheme on your business
Oh my-
jet, then you've got to put armament and like
Just go for it.
just go for it. Make it a
I have-
futuristic,
Yeah, like
crazy.
2077 fantasy scheme.
Yeah,
I
like a
totally
steampunk.
have all the ordnance and everything off of like the 90mm F16. They'd fit under there.
Oh yeah. Might as well
Give
just
it some-
go
Take
completely
take
crazy.
the tips off and put sidewinders instead.
Totally.
Max PJ50.
You should, or make it more, put like racks where it looks like there's like 6 missiles off the side, so it looks like a TIE fighter kind of, like you have 2 posts, coming down. So now you could just go fantasy. Let the imagination run wild.
Well,
If
there's a
you're gonna go
3D
crazy
print,
like that.
print file out there for like the full F4 ordnance too, where it's got like 6 bombs on each rack. That would be crazy looking.
The James Bond PJ for sure. You
There
might
you
as
go.
well. That would be like what Batman would, Bruce Wayne would own a PJ and then just turn that to the Batwing. Why make a whole new one? Just
There you go.
customize my.
Still
new
what
one.
you always do. Go with my Batman PJ. There you go.
There you go. That were Bruce Wayne.
Bruce Wayne.
A Bruce Wayne PJ. Can the Skytrainer 1-2 Cessna Caravan you have on your table? What kind of prop do you have on the
This is I don't remember the size, and I don't know if I can see it right now to look at it. It's the one that's on the recommended tech specs for the airplane, though. And this is the factory spinner that comes with the kit. Actually, it all fits.
What
right
do we
in
always
there
say?
together.
Like the difference between 2-blade and 3-blade? Usually, you just down an inch.
You
on the
down
prop
an inch.
side,
Yeah.
and the pitch, maybe down the pitch one, or
You could
don't
probably
have
keep
to
the
worry
pitch
about
the same,
pitch.
but yeah, we just have to look at it. I can't tell you guys off the top of my head if I could actually put the 3-blade on here until I can run it with a.
Yeah, like if you got an 18 by
meter.
9 and you want to go to a 3-blade, you go like 17-9 3-blade or
Right.
something.
You usually go down 1 inch.
Yeah.
Like I said, it'd just be a matter of putting it on here and running a watt meter. That's the best thing I can tell you guys. I don't want to tell you wrong here live without checking it first.
For sure. And if you guys want to talk to Wes about that, Wes, Lori, they're all on, they're on Hobby Squawk now, or,
Hobby Squawk,
they're behind
social
the
media,
Motion RC. Sometimes they answer as Motion or they answer as themselves on Facebook, just as I did or Alex does. And yeah, man, we're super excited. So it is 1 o'clock, our first live show of the hour. And who knows what's going to happen, guys. We may, as the year progresses, may get back to maybe a bi-weekly or, more live shows. We're still not sure yet. We're still right now just in those
Working it
early
out.
phases of, working together and figuring out how, the logistics of sharing footage and stuff is crazy when you're not next to each other. So, that's sort of what we got working on now, while also, promoting our product. So hang with us. We're so excited to do some really fun stuff. We got some great ideas. Now it's just a matter of organization and getting those ideas onto the cameras and onto the channel. So Wes, any parting words?
Man, super happy to be here. I don't know. Let's never forget the lady in the background.
Oh
right
yeah,
now, too.
Lori.
Lori,
Bring her
pop your
back.
head in
Lori,
real quick.
come
You
on,
can pop
get
the
in.
baby in here too. Come on over real quick.
Lori is a.
We can't forget about Lori. I know
Like I
it
said,
says
Lori's-
Wesley on the screen, but hey, this
We
is,
could
this
lose
is-
you and be
me.
fine. We want Lori.
We got Lori. We got the little guy. Hey, the Motion Millers are officially here. Love it, man. We've been enjoying it. Lori, do you want to say anything to everybody real quick? She gets shy on camera. Hi.
Alex would never let me walk him on camera. Alex, you got a
Oh.
baby? Go pick up that baby
Yeah.
over there and
Yeah, that's right.
come stand next to me, Alex.
Alex, come say hi, everybody. There you go.
Hey, I can. Okay,
Yeah,
we
here,
tried
take the
this
baby
earlier.
from us. Yeah, here.
There we go. What up, baby? How you doing?
Oh, it's great.
We're totally
Had to
gonna
get
play
her
on
in
that
here, too.
joke passing people over.
Yeah.
Now that
Here, hold this motor.
somebody wants the wheel back. The wheel may come back. We're not sure yet, though. But, what are some ideas? Especially your members. Jump in, at some point. Jump on Squawk. We still have the live thread. For the show, if you have any ideas. Maybe I'll make a new Hobby Squawk post. Like, what do you want to see now that we have, more personalities and, our bandwidth just got greater for the types of stuff we can do. So all around super excited to, how it's all going to evolve and incorporate together. But I guess we'll leave it there. So thank you, everybody, as always, for joining us. We've changed. Hopefully we upgraded. I believe we have, as far as our content, as far as what's to come. Go get yourself a B2 if you haven't already. You won't regret it. It's a beautiful plane. Go check out any of these awesome products at motionrc.com, motionrc.eu. And as always, guys, hit the like button on your way out the door. And we will see you. And find us at Joe Null next week, Thursday and Friday.
Right.
Come find Alex, James, and Wes. Lori's going to be hanging back for this one. But it'll be the three boys just hanging out for 3 days, piloting and just having fun. We're going for fun and content and to enjoy it with everyone else and really kick off. To me, that's always the kickoff of the season is Joe Null. So, all right, guys, I'll see you all next month, I guess, live. But you can find me, Wes, Lori, Alex, anyone on our social channels. So, everybody, have yourselves a great weekend. Bye, guys.